Hey, this is Mass X with a brand new Echocalypse, the Scarlet Covenant video. And yes, we have another limited banner. Akira. Should you be pulling for this character? Well, let's talk about that. I'll succinctly go through it at first, then we'll break the character down, and then we'll really get into the bones of whether you should be pulling for this character or not. Now, Akira, she is a support rage break. What does that mean? We'll talk about that. She's also East Rise. So before we go into this character, and because we're getting so many banners frequently with these limited characters, and you just have to pick and choose at this point in time for a lot of people, let's talk about this character before we break her down. First off, she's East Rise. So if you focus on and have a lot of your top upper tier characters built up are East Rise, then you may want to consider this character because she's an excellent support and she's gonna have some meta life. Again, unless they change things up or speed things up, you should probably get a few months out of her. She's a very solid character, but she will fall out after that time. Do you need a support for your East Rise base team? Then you may want to consider her because of what she does for rage, and that's what we need to talk about with this character and what she can do. Now, her Night Slicer's Glare, okay? At level 1, just at 0 stars, Akira throws the Thunder Spear, dealing 88% magic damage to a single enemy row and obtaining 1 stack of Lightning Spark, lasting for the whole turn. Now, at level 3, you're just basically getting the scaling of the magic damage, and it goes up to 106%. Now her next skill, Thunder of Terror, okay? At level 1, 0 stars, Akira harnesses the power of lightning, inflicting magic damage equal to 246% on a single row of enemies. There is a 70% chance to reduce the target's rage by 1 point. For targets with full rage, she has a 30% chance to additionally reduce their rage by 1. So yeah, this is when this character kicks into full gear. No pun intended. So where does this change up and become more vital? Well, of course, at level 4, which unlocks at 5 stars, Akira harnesses the power of lightning, like we talked about, does 286% on a single row of enemies, and there's an 85% chance to reduce the target's rage by 2 points. For targets with full rage, she has a 60% chance to additionally reduce their rage by 1, and she obtains 1 stack of Lightning Spark for the entire battle. So yeah, at 5 stars, she really kicks into full gear. And of course, at 7 stars, it gets even crazier. You get everything we've talked about before, except for there's a 100% chance to reduce the target's rage by 2 points. For targets with full rage, she has a 100% chance to additionally reduce their rage by 2, obtains 4 stacks of Lightning Spark for the entire battle, and all enemies enter a blind, which reduces their active attack damage by 50%. She's stupid when she is at 7 stars. Now we've got to talk about Thunderstorm Caster to wrap this all together, okay? At level 1, activates at tier 2, Akira uses lightning to shield herself at the beginning of battle. She reduces the attack and damage reduction of all enemies by 10% for 3 rounds. She is immune to control effects before her first action. When she takes her first action or receives damage for the first time, she randomly reduces the rage of 2 enemies on the battlefield, prioritizing cases with full rage by 1 point. For each successful reduction of 1 point in rage, Akira gains 1 stack of Lightning Spark, up to a maximum of 4 stacks. This effect triggers only once per battle. Now, we've talked about Lightning Spark. What does it do? Lightning Spark increases the hit rate, which is very important with her because she has to hit for all this stuff to work, and dodge by 5%. Upon reaching 4 stacks, resets all stacks and activates Falling Thunder. Falling Thunder restores 4 rage to her. The next skill affects all enemies, with the skill damage reduced by 50%. And of course, this just scales as you go up to each tier. Most people, if you've been playing a while, are at tier 6. And yeah, it just gets crazier and crazier. She's a very good support unit. That rage break or rage reduction, however you want to call it, is incredibly solid for this character. Looking at her links, okay, when she's deployed with Tassi, Akira's HP is increased by 18%, which is good, so if you have her, awesome. Now when deployed with Shiyu, Akira's resistance is increased by 18%. Miraculous Fate, okay, when she's deployed with Zawa and Lumen's not out yet, should be out pretty soon. Akira's HP is again is increased, but we won't be able to take advantage of that at the moment. And of course, Divine Retribution, when deployed with Livia, Akira's attack is increased by 18%, which is not as big of a deal. You're going to really be looking for that hit with her, and you want it, if you think you're going to be putting her on that front line and the HP, you're going to want to keep her alive. Now she's got her initial outfit, which is really nice, and she also has one that you can purchase in the shop, Sudden Downpour. But the character itself looks really good, the models are done well, solid looking character. Thanks to the good people at App Gallery, we are talking about now the May, yes you got it, and we are in the middle of May, discounts that they're offering on App Gallery and special promotions for Echocalypse players. You're probably asking yourself, if you don't already have this, how do I get this? Well, it is very simple, and App Gallery is basically Hawaii's app store. Pretty simple stuff. You're just going to have to install it. I'm going to have the entire description and breakdown how to do this with the relevant links in the description of this video, as well as you can watch in the background. But basically, you're going to install App Gallery, you're going to install its updated HMS core, and you're going to create a Huawei ID. That simple. Basically, you're going to get up to 65% off on the Echocalypse campaign. You're going to have coupons, you're going to have cash back with your Hawaii points, you're going to have all sorts of options to you with their VIP program. It's going to save you a bunch of money if you are a player of Echocalypse or any other games that they may currently carry that you currently play. And one of the other great parts about this is you can log in with your G-Tarcade login, Facebook, Google account, and keep your progress, which is awesome. And you're going to get that App Gallery gift code. Multiple coupons for your favorite types of packs, up to 50% off, as well as 15% of all your in-game spending back in Hawaii points for you to use. They've got a Discord, so if you have any questions or just want to watch it for any future giveaways, and if you take advantage of their VIP bonus, you're going to get even more back. I've been touting App Gallery now for 2 months, so hopefully you've already taken advantage of it. But if you haven't, don't sleep on these deals. Go to the description in the video, click the links, and that will walk through everything that you need to do. Now, Akira is in the Imperial Claw, so she's matched up with Nu and Winnow. Of course, the last one of the characters is not currently out at this time for us to see who that is. Now her arms is called Hope, okay? At level 1, if you just pulled one copy, Hope releases a powerful interference signal. Targets hit by this skill will have their hit rate and damage bonus reduced by 15% for 2 rounds, which is nice. I think this is a good arms for this character, and if you do pull for her, I would recommend getting even at minimally just 1 copy of it. But in the perfect case scenario, you're going to want to get it to 3 stars at level 4. Why? Because you have the addition of, at the start of the battle, increases Akira's hit rate by 20% for the entire battle, which is big for this character and very important. So she connects, so you're being able to take advantage of what she can do with the rage break. So yeah, it's kind of important if you can get it to 3 stars if at all possible. At 5 stars, it's just scaling more. So, you get the basically hit rate by 30% for the entire battle. So really, 3 stars is the sweet spot for the maximum value for this character. course, we got an event to go along with this. It looks a little bit different from the shell of it, but in the end, it's the same type of event you'll be used to playing. They have added the mini game again this time. But that's about it in a nutshell for this character. Now the big question is, should you pull for her? Well, this goes back to what we talked about at the very beginning, okay? This character is a great support for Eastrise. If you have solid Eastrise characters you like to use that team build for you, then definitely, because you're going to be looking at 4 Eastrise characters at the minimum to maximize what you need for the team boosts, maybe even 5. And then you got to think about what DPSs you want with or who you would like to use. Lindell is an awesome character to work with her. Why? Because she's not affected by the rage reduction. So if you start playing mirror teams, it works well. So she's really good. And then you have like 5 Eastrise characters on there. Or if you wanted to go 4, you might consider Yora on there, so at least you have 2 Bifrost with 4 Eastrise. But looking at the Eastrise team, you can build really well with her because you could use Curry alongside Lindell, and you could of course use Tase. It would really winnow if you wanted to go ahead and use her because of those links. So there's lots of options to you, and probably a lot of people have these options because Eastrise was one of those teams early on in the game you were building up because it was easier to get those characters and build them, and they were productive until we really started the breakout. So there's lots of options to you. So she's a really good character given that, and she does have some legs given she's a support character. Remember, DPS will always get power crept quicker than any other type of character. So being a support, she does have some legs, and of course consistently rage reducing your opponent's team, not allowing them to fully go against you and use their skill sets that they want to, is a big plus. So that's about it on Akira. Solid character, not a must get, would not call her top tier by no means, but is she just down below that level? Yes, she is right now because she is effective at what she does if you put her on a team properly. So let me know if you're pulling for this character, what your thoughts on it. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.